den, but it wind up being the lion and the wolf's den.
Khan. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. We nations of kings and priests. Added with another class. This is the lion and the wolf den. The truth about the Moabites and the Great Wall. We want to start off with like a little brief history, brief biblical lesson about who Moab is. What how he came about, who he was born of. Hey, we just gonna jump right into it, man. Let's see. I want to get Salakia.
You want me to read for you?
Khan, you can read for me now. And you can give me what I'm looking for.
Go to Genesis.
Genesis 19:37. Salakia. Right. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Shalom, get in. Yeah, you can bring that out.
You said book of
Genesis.
Book of Genesis. Got you. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 37. And the firstborn bare a son and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
Kind. So if you know the story about Lot. I mean not Lot. Yeah, Lot. Salakia. Yeah, I keep ending my stuff. No, read the scripture above and then we're gonna get the context. Get the context.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
And
the first
so this is a story of Lot and his daughters. Well, this is about Lot and his daughters. Keep reading. I don't want to go verse by verse.
And the firstborn bare a son and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
So the firstborn son of from one of Lot's daughters, as you know, Lot got drunk. I don't know what they got him drunk on, but they had to put some extra stuff in there, cause this how Moab and Ammon came about, man, by ancestral sex, man. But they tried to do it for a righteous purpose, but it wasn't righteous at all. So Lot bore children from his daughters Moab and Ammon. Keep reading up.
Verse 38. And the younger she also bare a son and called his name Ben-Ammi. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
So then these are your Chinese and your Japanese. Basically it's letting you know they the same people, born from different mothers, but they brothers at the same time. So if you look at the Japanese and the Chinese today, they basically the same people. They got the same features. You know what I'm saying? They done that speak the same language, write the same. Everything is same. So it aligns with them being brothers, in born of incest. So with that, I don't know if Kadar, if you got that ancestral. Matter of fact, just getting definite.
I was gonna go into the Zondervan for the definition, the breakdown of Moab, who exactly it is, and things of that sort. It's gonna land me back off of what we brought out in Genesis.
Go ahead, bring it out.
So when we go to Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. And when we look at Moab, it says seed. Uh, for row one, it says grandson of Lot. See
Mm.
how the Zondervan says he's the grandson, but we know also he is the son. But it says the grandson by incest with his elder daughter. That's who Lot is.
Con,
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're looking at. A disgusting thing was done to create this set of people. Now we got to go into where they dwell at, who they are, so that you can understand who they are nowadays.
Con.
Go ahead, Michael.
con. So uh, you can give me Isaiah 15. We're gonna read verse 1, and we're gonna go down to 9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 15 and verse 1. The burden of Moab, because in the night Ar of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence, because in the night Ker of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence. Verse 9.
Con,
For
keep
the
going now.
water. Con. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, con.
Con. For the waters of Daman shall be full of blood, for I will bring more upon Daman, lions upon him that escapeth of Moab, and upon the remnant of the land.
Con. I want you to read down the Wait, you just read 9.
Con.
You read 9 just now?
Con.
No. I wanted you to
Oh,
read
read all the way through.
from
Oh,
1 to 9.
so likely.
Con.
I'm gonna start from the top again.
Con.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 15, and verse 1. The burden of Moab, because in the night Ar of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence, because
Con.
in the night.
So this specific chapter, Shalom, this specific chapter, Isaiah 15, is about the burden of Moab, or things that's gonna come to pass that is going to happen to Moab, which is we already see that Moab is laid waste, which would be the land of Moab. Keep going up.
Verse 2, or Salakli, and brought to silence, because in the night Ker of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence. He is gone up to Bajith and to Daban, the high places, to weep. Moab shall howl over Nebo and over Medeba. On all their heads shall be baldness, and every beard cut off.
These are the burdens of Moab, man. Moab, hey, every beard should be cut off, baldness upon their head. These were what we would consider a curse
The
from
monks. They're the monks. The monks.
Yeah, Khan. I was I was gonna get that. Them Edomite baby faces. They like to cut off all the hair on their face, and specifically the monks though, like Quadar said. Which I think the monks is that's the Buddhist religion. And boy, I've discovered some things about the Buddhist religion. There we go right there. Oh hell no! Who the hell is that? Yeah, that's what the scripture is talking about right there. Go up under that picture next to the one in the blue. Yeah, that one right there. There you go, right there. Perfect description. Head shall be baldness and every beard cut off. All right. And I'm gonna bring out something about that the Buddhist that I had came across too. Um, Go ahead, keep reading for me. Verse 3.
Verse 3. In their streets they shall gird themselves with sackcloth, on the tops of their houses, and in their streets everyone shall howl, weeping abundantly.
Keep reading.
And Heshbon shall cry, and Elealeh, their voice shall be heard even unto Jahaz. Therefore the armed soldiers of Moab shall cry out. His life shall be grievous unto him.
Come on. His life should be grievous unto him. I mean, we could look at that as the Koreans too, because the North Korea, South Korea, they like to separate themselves, but to me, they all the same people. They got the same features. You know what I'm saying? They probably just move a little bit more different now. But basically, the people who ruling over Moab is not even. I wouldn't even say they the well
They're
most
definitely
president.
Esau. Definitely Esau.
Exactly what I was getting
That's right.
into. They corrupt. You know what I'm saying? They got their own grievances. You know what I'm saying? Some of them when you go into like certain things that Moab is doing in the land, they make it seem like everybody's okay with it. Like if you look over there, the government got surveillance everywhere, everything, face recognition. Uh, you can't move without the government actually knowing your every step, what everything you paying for. You know what I'm saying? They basically got the face recognition RFID chip. You know what I'm saying? But it's in like face recognition mode. Um, and that's basically where the world is getting to. You know what I'm saying? America is eventually going to transition into that. But these is the things that Moab is going through that's grievous unto them, man. The grievous thing that they going through. One of the grievous things was when they got bombed by America. You know, uh, a lot of people in that land still getting side effects from that bomb, from that nuke that got dropped in the land of Moab. Uh, let's keep reading on that. Verse 5.
Con. Verse 5. My heart shall cry out for Moab. His fugitives shall flee unto Zoar, an heifer of 3 years old. For by the mounting up of Luhith, with weeping shall they go it up. For in the way of Horona or Horonoim, they shall raise up a cry of destruction. Verse 6. For the waters of Nimrim shall be desolate, for the hay is withered away, the grass faileth, there is no green thing. Verse 7. Therefore the abundance they have gotten, and that which they have laid up, shall they carry away to the brook of the willows.
Keep going.
For the cry is gone round about the borders of Moab, the howling thereof unto Eglaim, and the howling thereof unto Berilim. For the waters of Damon shall be full of blood, for I will bring more upon Damon, lions upon him that escapeth of Moab, and upon the remnant of the land.
Let me go to Numbers 21 and 29. So what we know about Moab is that they was a pagan nation, dwelling along the coast of the Jordan River, and then they had Esau. Esau was north of them. I think it was north. Don't quote me on that. Either north or south.
South, it was south.
It was kind. It was south of the land of Moab, next to the Jordan River, and they was one thing they did. It was always had conflict with Israel and Moab. So let me read that Numbers 21 and 29.
Con. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 21 and verse 29. Woe to thee, Moab! Thou art undone, O people of Kemet or Kamash. He hath given his sons that escaped, and his daughters into captivity unto Sihon, king of the Amorites. We we have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste, even unto Nophah, which reacheth unto Medeba.
So Kamash is one of the pagan gods. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it. Let me
What
pull them up real quick.
what are you pulling? I was going to speak real quick. Um, See right there within that chapter, you see how Moab always had lost to Ammon. The Amorites always beat them every chance they get. That's why people be like, "Oh, well, how could a small nation take out such a big nation like the so-called Chinese?" Well,
Mm-hmm.
Moab was always getting a butt whooped by a smaller nation. There's no ifs ands or but about it. They was known for having that happen to them. That's just the way that they were set up. They didn't have the right smarts. They still hell they still don't got it. That's why Esau can take over them. Esau was taking over them since way back then. Hell, the mightiest nation came up against them and won their lands like nothing. So what makes a smaller nation can't do it?
Right.
These smaller nations was easily able to take over Moab. Moab didn't have a chance. They still don't. Um, when we look at what was going on at that time, with, especially with Moab and their territories. Territories was always getting taken over. That's how you know who's running it right now. When the Silk Road was established, they was making trades to the other nations. But the other nations was looking at the gains that they could get and how they could dupe them and take over their territory. So that's what you've seen throughout history. Every dynasty you saw that their territory was slowly getting ate up
Mhm.
little by little by the other nations. No matter who they trade with. They trade with Europe, the European Union, or the European coast, and it was getting taken over. They trade with Rome and was getting taken over. It's the same thing. One thing we could say about them, they still dealt with their enemies, even though it was getting destroyed, ravished with disease. The whole Black Plague came about because of the Silk Road slave trade. These heathens didn't know how to bathe, pocket full of posies. They it was against the law at one point in time for them to even take a crap or well to bathe themselves
Mhm.
2 times a week. It was against the law.
Con.
So you had a lot of disease being spread through the Silk Road slave trade, which these heathens had built up, and Moab was being destroyed behind that. It's the same thing was going on to this day.
Salakia
You got
Khan.
it, my color?
Yeah, I'm finna pull it up now. See.
And don't even get started on while he's looking up these pagan deities that they worship. Don't even get started on their pagan gods. It um the land of Moab is so ripped up between multiple religions. It's not even funny. The languages alone, you know how many languages is in there, but the main dominant language is Mandarin. But you got so many sub languages that each one of the people are speaking. They don't understand each other. They took on the same traditions as the Mongoloids when they didn't want to be like the Mongoloids, but they still wind up being like the Mongoloids. Go ahead, Mike Collar.
Yeah, so uh, this is one of the deities, depiction of the deity. with the ram horn. It's basically like a spin-off of Molech.
Mm.
Um, that's one of them. Let me go to.
Makes sense. Well, at least he ain't a dragon. So we know that's the other number one deity is a
Yeah,
dragon,
they have they
flying
had
serpent.
they had a few deities. I think them deities that they worship now is like more modern type of deities, because when you go into like the ancient culture, the Chinese, they don't have like dragons and serpents and stuff like that.
Well, they do got the Monkey King. Remember, they always believed in him. They always
Mm.
they been worshiping.
Hmm.
You worship a guy that throw poop at you. I'm telling you, man. This the logic within these other nations is just like astonishing. They worship a fat guy who wears a diaper. He walks around with a diaper all day. Oh yeah, I can see wisdom coming from this guy.
And he bald.
And he's bald with a diaper,
Crisscross
with no shirt
applesauce.
on, with no shirt on, eating a Subway sandwich. How I'm gonna get wisdom from this guy? Like really? Come on, man. Like really? And then first of all, he got two different forms. Cause at one point in time, there's like four different Buddhas. When you go over their little history, there's like four different Buddhas. You got regular dude Buddha who came from India. Then you got diaper Buddha. Then you got demon Buddha. And then you got the final one that they all worshiping to is the I forgot they call him like the love Buddha. One where he gets how did he get his legs cross over each other? I really don't understand. He's fat as heck. The man like 800 pounds. How can he cross his legs over, man? Come on, like this doesn't make any sense. He got he got some sauce on his stomach with no shirt on. But this is the guy that y'all gonna go to and rub his belly to get knowledge and wisdom from and good luck. Like really?
Hey, Salakia, quick precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 96 and verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto the Lord, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord thy glory and thy strength.
That's what we see, man. Right here, like this stone right here, the guy in the middle right here is who Kamash would be, which is an idol. It's not a supernatural being. It's something they carved out of stone. That's why the Most High said these gods of the other nations is idols, man. See, look at Molech. Goddamn, a goddamn, I don't know what, a bull mouth with bull horns. I don't know what the hell this is, man. It's an idol. It's a statue. It's not living. It can't save you. It don't have them arms. Is not gonna stretch out and stop you from getting hit by 18-wheeler.
God, I got a
You know,
precept.
kind of bring it out.
That's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15 and verse 15. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses
Kind,
to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow to go.
yeah.
Verse 16. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them, but no man can make a god like unto himself.
See, that's what I was saying about these idols, man. They got arms, but they can't save you. They got legs, but they slow to move. Matter of fact, they ain't gonna move.
John.
You know, they don't get destroyed like all the other gods in Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? Where was the Egyptian god? Where was Amun Ra when the Most High flooded Ramses and drowned there? Salakia for my French, but just to be frank here, man, where was these guys, man? There's no other God like the Most High God, man. That's why he is the one true living God. That's why we say the one true living God, because
Right.
he's the only God above all gods, man.
And even
Uh,
Nebuchadnezzar said it.
Con. Hey, Nebuchadnezzar acknowledged it, man.
Yeah, he said he is the only true living God. Come on, man.
Con. Shit, even I would say even Pontius Pilate somewhat knew. You know,
Con.
when he acknowledged that Yahweh Shai was the king of the Jews, man. But you know, Yahweh Shai being the humble man he is, man. Nah, bruh, nah, that ain't me. But kind I want to get into some of these depictions, man. Show our people, man. We were slaving in goddamn the land of modern day Moab, man. Not ancient Moab, but the modern day Moab.
That's right.
I mean, hmm, hold on.
Cap got some pictures too that I sent him.
Kind. Matter of fact, bring out your pictures first, man. Bring up them pictures if Cap got them now.
That's right. All right, see that.
Yeah, I got a couple of depictions showing like paintings that was on the wall of China on the inside, things of that sort.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
it
go and
just
bring that.
the people that was looking like that was there because Moab right now is trying to say that they abolished slavery during the Qing dynasty. So they're trying to say that the Qing dynasty came first, which is a lie. The Qing dynasty came first because that's who the ones who the leader, I think his name is Wong or something like that. He created the wall, trying to protect his people from the Mongoloids, because Genghis Khan and them was taking over that whole region. Genghis Khan was the only ruler at the time that did it better than Alexander. He literally took over a big percentage of the population of the world with no problem, with ease. No one couldn't stand up against him.
Hmm.
But the only thing that self-destruct him, like Moab is doing to this day, like right, brother, like Moab is doing to this day, um, he was allowing multiple religions within his encampment, and that what destroyed the Mongoloids. Basically, that's what self-destruct them. But they was super powerful. He basically told anybody if they try to rebel against him or talk against him, he's gonna rip them up on the spot, rip them into pieces on the spot. That's how he kept this thing going. So the fear of that is what started the process of building the wall. They wanted to have a protection and a guard where they can flank on all sides to be able to attack the incoming threat. So that's how the wall got started. What they're trying to say, they're putting in their system to say that, oh, they enslaved their lower ranked people, when that was a lie because the Silk Road was established.
Hmm.
They already had slaves coming in from Europe, Turkey, um, Ishmael, and Salakia, and Rome and all that. They already had slaves coming in from these different regions. I'm saying throughout the time period. I ain't saying all simultaneously, but they was having slaves come in from all these different regions. Definitely coming from Israel, West, Africa, all that. So they had them coming in to build up these walls because we the only ones that have the architectural skills to be able to put stuff like this together. They already know about the pyramids and things of that sort. So they needed uh the niggas to come and build a wall for them.
Uh-huh.
But the thing about our people, anywhere we go, we like to put our mark on the world. That's the difference between us and Genghis Khan and them. The Mongoloids never put a mark on the world, but us as being us, we put a mark on this world everywhere that we went. So that's what we did in the wall. We put different hieroglyphics, paintings, and things of that sort to show that we was here. So this is what you're gonna see right now. This right here is one of the images showing how we was being in captivity to them and getting our backs beat in. Just give you the example.
Mm-mm. God damn shame. Let's see if we can blow that up. Oh yeah, them brothers friends up right now.
Nappy hairs too. Got nappy heads, man. But guess what they gonna
Uh,
say? Them some Africans.
Man, I'm so tired of hearing that too.
Moab loved it. Man, listen, Esau and them trying to cover this thing up so bad, man. They want to cover it up so bad. And guess what? What happened to the slaves? When they died, they buried them under the wall.
The Great Wall.
Yeah, under the wall. Everybody that died there, because even if they survived building the wall, they killed them and buried them under the wall. So all our people are buried under that wall, along with any other person that they put under captivity to build on the wall. They buried them all right under that wall. Put a big ditch and slap you across your head and throw you right in that ditch. Number one routine.
that's crazy.
And you said what came before the Tang Dynasty?
It's called the Zing Dynasty, but they spell it with a Q.
Oh,
And
it's
the name,
QING.
yeah, Qing,
All right.
but they pronounce it as Zing. That's the main leader, the one who started building on the wall, who started the process. He the one that was enslaving our people.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Wong? Zoom in on that. I can't even see that. What the heck is the dude name? Yeah, but see, in the regular history, they will tell you it's called the Qing Dynasty. Because they're trying to confuse us up so we don't know the difference between which dynasty is what.
So his name was what? Zhen Shi Huang.
Yeah, that's it. But it's not Zen. Yeah, it's Zen. Zen. Yeah, I forgot. Because the Q is Z for some
Khan.
reason. Their language is so backwards, I swear.
Weird.
Hey, if I could, it says the labor forces mainly includes workers, soldiers, forcefully recruited peasants,
Mhm.
slaves, convicts, and prisoners.
You see that?
Mm.
So that's who was forced to build this wall. And guess what? They did not make it out of there. Every last one of them died and got buried. If they didn't die, they got killed and buried under the wall. They made that mandatory. This man was evil, brothers.
Hold
Evil.
on, look at that picture right there. You see the brothers carrying it.
The
Why is everybody else shaded brown, but this master shaded kind of like a pinkish, more whitish color, like a lighter color.
Mm-hmm.
They got some dark brothers in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they had brothers in the army too. Around there
Mm-hmm.
being chink saviors and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. You
Helping
gotta
the
think about
chink.
it. Remember, they was allied with all these different regions, definitely with Rome and Ishmael and all that. They
Kind
learned tactics from them. They learned things, strategies, and things to do from them.
Mm.
That's why when we go over there, they call us Gaijin, dirty foreigner.
That's
that's
surprising, boy. That's an astonishment for real.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
mainly
Hey,
because of your
they're
skin
the ones eating
complexion.
turtle and monkey ass and stuff. Salakia, But yet they call us that. That
That's
makes no
because
damn sense.
that's because of the skin complexion. They call you dirty because you dark skin, or you got some shade of brown to you, so they felt like you dirty, you know. And just like in the slavery days, I would say when they let's say when they first came across like Esau, and Esau was starting to get civilized and stuff. Like some of the Edomites, they would like try to wash the dirt off of you. They were like they try to scrub you to death and scrub your skin white or something. They think it's like a layer of dirt or something. So I think that was Esau or them British Edomites. I would think the British Edomites.
And also, they did pick up because remember, they're born through incest, right?
Hmm.
We gotta understand that in their dynasty is just like how Esau moved. You married like your brother married her sister just to keep the bloodline strong. That's what Moab does too. Even their deities does it. Their fake gods do the same thing. They marry their brother and their sister, so they took that in as a cultural thing that they do, especially if you're in rulership. So ain't nothing new under the sun.
Matter of fact, they do that. Now that you brought that up, they do that. One is shit. I want to say in them dynasties, them different dynasties they was doing it. You know, you see it in movies and different shows to show you that they like to keep it in the bloodline. If not their bloodline, then they'll go to a different nation and try to get, like a rulership class of daughter or son, and they'll have them uh, basically,
You can say
get
breed
together to keep it going.
just to make it pure. That's really what it comes down to. Is making your bloodline pure. They were big
Just
on that.
just like Lot's daughters. That's why they did what they did, because they wanted to preserve their seed, because their husbands had died in Sodom and Gomorrah. So they basically took advantage of their dad and laid with him, you know. Uh so I wanna get to this article about the slavery, part. Let me Cap, I'm gonna share my screen right now. Let me get into this article. See if they let me pull it up. Here we go.
Mm.
So this is basically explaining to you how Kunlun is basically a word for dark skin, black. So, and this is like my brother Kadar said. Um, well, I'm gonna just read this: Africans in modern China, with the opening up of China under Ding. Y'all can pronounce that if y'all want to. In the 1980s, Chinese cities began to see more international visitors. This period was marked by several outbreaks of physical violence directed towards African students in urban centers such as Beijing, Wuhan, and Nanjing, fueled by xenophobia and racism. Hundreds of Chinese university students gathered in mobs to attack the Africans and drive them off campus. In an echo of language that was used to describe the slaves as Gonzo, what Qadar had said, there were calls to kill the black devils. The
Mm.
authorities intentionally refused to offer adequate protection to the African students and even arrested some of them on the grounds that they had caused the boy. Like the Most High said, but you cannot escape these curses, man.
Right.
No matter where you go, hatred gonna follow you, man. Here you got possibly brothers, because they always call us African. You know, if it was a specific type of African, they would most likely would say that. But here you got African students getting arrested because they say they caused the violence. But in the above paragraph, it says the students gathered together to drive them off the campus, which
I
is
appreciate that.
which is like mind boggling. That's crazy. Stuff like that'll never surprise me. Especially knowing the curse is gonna follow us and pursue us and overtake us in any land we go to. Even brothers that want to go back to Israel and dwell there, man. There's racism there. There's brothers already over there that's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not living peaceably. The Most High say He gonna gather us up and bring us back into our land that was promised unto our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what we need to be waiting on, man. Here's the patience and faith of the saints, man.
That's right.
Bring that out, huh?
I got a precept. Just the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
You read that precept off, what that was?
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65.
Con. Yep. And there you have it, man. No matter where your feet dwell or wherever you dwell, these nations gonna hate you, man. They're gonna want to put you to death. They like, them freaking Negroes, God chosen people. Them goddamn Hispanics, God chosen people. You got to get them out of here, man. Even though, the reason, because the Most High said that He was gonna bless the nations through us, man, and we can see that now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that we built, like America, we built America. That's a lot of the technology in America got come from our people, man. We got to realize that a lot of things that we use on a daily basis come from our people. And the real blessing they got is the patent office, man. It's still our inventions and give us no credit for it. So to make it seem like it's theirs. So, we keep reading in this. African students and even arrested some of them on the grounds that they had caused the violence. Efforts were also made to cover up the incidents before they could reach the international media, and students was threatened to ensure their silence. This is crazy, man. This is what you have to deal with nowadays in this world, man. And that's the one I wanted to get to about basically us being given off to the Chinese, man. Let me see. I think this one was it. African slavery in China. The first Africans arrived in China as gifts from the king of Kaling in Java to the Tang Empire in 813 AD. These young boys and girls were treated as exotic ornaments. No different from the rhinoceros and other animals. They were presented alongside the Chinese called the Zhangzi in a reference to Zanzibar, which at the time described the whole length of the Eastern African coastal region, including Madagascar. Nothing is known about the fate of these child slaves who disappeared from the historical records after a single brief moment. So these, since it's Eastern African, they could be Kushites, or they could be our people, or they could be natural Hamites. But as we know from the other article, our people is over there in China, and from you know uh archaeology that we see our people did dwell in the land of China, and they was given as gifts. You know, and like I said, nobody knows what happened to these people, man. Nobody knows the fate of what happened. You know, nobody. They probably, after they were done using us, they killed off all the Negroes, man, and put them up under the Great Wall of China. You know, that's probably why they got mountains up there. It's a mountain pile of bodies now. It's covered in dirt and trees and stuff. That's just my that's just a little thought I came up with. Don't
forget about the stone statues that they got standing on them, surrounding around the grave of the emperor. Just you can see that too. They got stone statues of Moabites surrounding around the emperor, standing on top of a bunch of ditches and stuff. Scientists already don't looked into it. They don't found underground passages, different holes, things of that sort, where people try to escape but died or got sieged. There's so much within that place. So it's the deep dark secrets that they don't want no one to find out. We just bringing it to the forefront so everyone can see what's going on. Nobody don't talk about this. Why don't no one bring this up? But they're gonna try to cover it. They're gonna try to cover it up as much as they can. And we're gonna do it with every nation. Every nation gotta get their deepest, darkest secrets pulled out.
That's
It
right.
can't just be Esau only.
Con.
Yeah, we know what Esau did. They're gonna get theirs, but every other nation gotta get their that blood on their hands revealed. It has to be shown.
That's
So
right.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna show y'all. They got
That's
blood
right.
on their hands just the same.
All praise to the Most High, man.
That's right.
Keep going, Marco.
Con. That's right, man. All these nations got to pay, man. We can't leave none of these other nations out, man. Everybody, all of them gonna get it. You know, we mainly on Esau ass right now, cause hey, you know, he in our face, man. Hey, it's either you back down or, you know what I'm saying, get rolled over, man. That's what we doing. Let me read this one right here. I'm gonna read this right here. Slavery. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this article right here where it start off at, but y'all can write this thing down, or you can just type in the forgotten history of African slavery in China and just go over this article for yourselves. But it said, but this approach neglects the historical evidence that Africans were transported off the continent as slaves long before the formation of the early modern Western states. So they was already selling Negroes before America was even established. You know, the Western state, that would be America, more than 1,000 years ago. That's America ain't even 1,000 years old. Over the course of several centuries, the Chinese Empire was part of a slave network whose ships traversed the Indian and Pacific Oceans to deliver human cargo from Africa to its shores. To its shores. This interaction with African slaves solidified the link between dark skin and inferiority in the Chinese mind. Such thinking eventually permeated into present day China, and led to racist attitudes and mistreatments of black people. Now, I was on I think this was Instagram a while ago. I think it was either New York or China, but it was a sister. She was on the train, and then you had either a Moabite. I think she was either Japanese or Chinese, cause they look the same. I can't fucking tell unless they tell me where they from. If they from China, then they Moab. They from Japan, they Ammonites. You know, they look the same to me. Well, one of them, but the lady, she was looking at the sister like she was dirty. She had, you know how somebody say something and you make that stink face. That's the kind of face she had. For no apparent reason, the sister ain't say nothing to her, ain't look her way. But all praise to the Most High, you got the technology where you can record these things and see these things, man. How they, in public, man, how they treat you. They don't treat you no different than the white man.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't no different, than the Hamite, the Arab. They treat you all the same, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it, our people so mentally messed up. They really don't understand our teachings, man. That all the nations got to pay,
Mm-hmm.
not just Esau. But this how you know they love Esau more than anything, because they'll bring up Esau first and not understand that we talking about all nations.
That's right.
Just because you hear us talking about Esau all the time don't mean Esau the only one that's gonna get put to death. He's the main one, believe that. He's probably gonna be the first one. But right along with them gonna be the Arabs, the Chinese, the Amalek, the little hats, the big top hats, Amalek, all of them, man. Persians, Philistines, all the Canaanites, all of them gonna get it, man.
All the
So
heathens.
the heathens, man, all the heathens are.
All 17 of them other nations.
God, man.
Ah,
Hey, man. If you ain't from the 12 tribes, then ain't no repentance for you, man. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Which means I lied about you being sorry for you. All right, let me read this one too. This one goes into the same as African slavery, but it's just a continuation. In later accounts, African slaves turned up as the personal property of Arab merchants. Hey, sub-Saharan slave trade. There you go right there. We was merchants to the Arabs, man. Personal property. That's a personal property. It's like me selling my lily to one of my brothers. That was a personal property. You know what I'm saying? That's how they treated us, man. Residing in Chinese port cities, such as some Chinese word, which housed a significant Arab community. So in China, they had an Arab community in the ancient times. They had an Arab community going on, man. They were dealing with each other. How much you want this nigga for? I want it from 100 yens. That's what they was doing, man. And these Arabs, they do the same thing today. Sell us all kind of shit. They natural born merchants, man.
Right.
They've been doing this since the beginning of time, maybe. Who knows? You know, since Ishmael came out the womb, he was selling Negroes, man.
Wicked.
Uh,
That's
so
why.
they had. Go ahead, King.
That's why I was. That's why I try to confuse call them black, and then try to confuse it like Hamites because they shave their head, their beards, so they try to blend in, like confuse the Israelites. We already know how the Israelites look. We don't act like them. We don't do piercing like them. We don't serve their gods. It's just a different. We got style. We got flavor. We just different than all these other nations. We stick out to that point. You can tell who is who. You know what I'm saying, by the way they move.
Con. Also, they like to put breastplates in their lip and in their big old holes in their ears and put 10 rings around their neck. Like, what the hell? You want to be the long neck people?
I always thought that was off, man. Every time, even before I even be in the truth, it's like, wow, man, how could you do that, man? That's just weird. This was weird, man.
It was weird though.
Yeah,
Really
big
weird.
lip, just big lip.
Imagine going to school like that, man, with that freaking long neck and a big, like that's
I
just
mean,
crazy.
how the hell they eat with that shit in the way? That is just crazy,
Probably eat off of it.
man.
That's wild.
That's exactly what happens.
That's a lit plate. So
They was
serve
eating
on the
off.
go.
They was
They
eating
like
off of it.
they put your hors d'oeuvres on that plate and then they serve it to someone else. There you go. Serve on the go.
Like a big cereal bowl. And
The lip like a table. They hold it up so they can eat.
man.
Crazy, bro. Ain't no damn Israelite doing this, man.
Right.
Like the Most High said, He put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, man. We ain't no damn Hamites, man. We can't be.
Every last one of them pictures that we pulled up from the wall, you literally don't see not one brother on there with a lip plate in his mouth or a big hole in his ear or 13 rings around his neck or something weird. You don't see none of that. But all of a sudden, our people think we from Ham. Now they want to start doing these weird stuff. Like, no, come on, man. Leave that to Esau. You got a snake man Edomite walking around right now.
that's what I got that.
Edomite who split his tongue down the middle. Like, come on.
Yeah, man.
This is Edomite stuff. They do weird stuff like this. We don't do weird stuff like that. Who wants to become a reptile? Only these dumb niggas. Only this Edomite won't do that.
They do that.
Who does that? Only Esau. Esau
And
does
you know,
and if a brother do it, we know where he got it from.
exactly.
Man, you got a she-saw out there who changed her body to be a turtle. She wanted to be a turtle. Now she's literally crawling around through bushes, pretending to be a turtle. She come by my house, she gonna get hit with a shotgun. Blow her turtle behind self away. Like, who does this? This is Esau thing. This is who does this. They are weird. They want to be weird. What makes our people think we supposed to follow in the same footstep? Next thing you know, you're gonna have Jake wanting to be a pigeon or something, a turtle dove. I don't know. Like, come on. You want to follow these other nations and you look like a buffoonery. It's enough. We got our brothers over in Simeon want to get naked, the fingernails done, purse, skirt, and still say that they straight dudes. No, nigga, you're not a straight dude. Like, come on. What is the weirdness?
It's too many facts out here to show us how bad they did us for you to want to be them, man.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
They just have no culture. They just have there's no life in they heritage, man. There's no life in their gods. There's no life in it's just no no life in anything that they do, man.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's how I feel.
And you can and you know that Moab is the Chinese because when Comic Con come around, that's when they worship all them gods, man.
Oh, all them that little cart the
Man,
little
they
That
start
that,
dressing up and
that,
everything.
that
Start
anime.
wanting to wear
No,
everything like them.
that
over in China is worse. They
And
got
all they do
statues. They got
is rape
statues.
of
little
anime
kids.
characters.
We
That's
we
man.
thought we thought it was pedophilia over here. Psh, China, Japan, pedophilia is through the roof. Every anime character don't dang near rape the little girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't damn near. I'm telling you, up on charges for raping little girls, man. It's a lot of them.
So
That's
They
like
fact.
stop
so
them from making anime just because they raped a little girl. And now it's like a sport over there. Like if you're a
so
big top cartoon anime character or developer, I mean, or writer, you have to rape
so
a little girl. You gotta
so
rape a little girl. That's just how your characteristics go through the roof.
So like there's some months back I seen I think it was on RT News, right? Because I was just going through the times, being a watchman, and it was this Moabite or Ammonite, either or like Mike Holler, I can't tell. They look exactly the same. And the article was talking about you might be able to even pull it up, but the Moabite or Ammonite was had a virtual type of girlfriend. Like it's a whole virtual character, and he had it as a wife. I don't know if you could put uh Chinese man marries virtual character or something like that. It should pop up, but he married a whole artificial being, man. And it's crazy what Moab, and these are the people that, and these this is the nations that had done these things to us, man, and that put us through slavery. These are the people and how they are and what they had done to us, man. These are the type of people that ruled over us. Yeah, there it is right there. That's it.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and these are the people that put us in slavery. And the Most High is not playing, man.
Look at
When
that
he
little
when
weak.
Calm. Wicked.
That,
Bruh,
that
you know
man,
you're a nose. He
that
couldn't get
man
no
ain't.
woman.
he
That
That
he
man
man
was
said
ain't.
going to
he
school. He couldn't get a woman. His
he
girl was his phone. That man was pulling up Pornhub and everything else that he could find on there. That nigga could not get no woman. This what it nigga, anybody doing that, bro? You could tell you didn't have a life. A lot of them over there in Japan and all that, cause they go to school 6 days a week, so
Mm-hmm.
they don't have a life. They do the same thing every day to the day they die, and they lust after little girls that whole time. 9 and 10, you lust after a little girl. You like, forget it. I'm just gonna marry a robot. You know what I'm saying? They
Uh,
they have nothing else going for them. That's it. Give me Amos 2 and 1 barbershop.
dang, that's crazy, man. And these people. It's the
I
book
want
of
to read
Amos.
this article right after you're done.
Come,
Uh,
come.
it's the book of
Salaki.
Amos, chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Moab, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he burned the bones of the king of Edom into lime.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Three
will
trans. Kick on.
but I will send a fire upon Moab, and it shall devour the palaces of Kirah, and Moab shall die with tumult, with shouting, and with the sound of the trumpet.
Man, woo! You see what the Lord said was reserved for Moab, man. Y'all reserved for death and destruction, man. The whole land of Moab gonna get burnt up to a crisp. Like y'all like to burn up everything in the sea. Y'all like to cook all different type of the nastiest things. Man, I saw a whole dog on display, man. Kid was
Ooh.
little 4-year-old came and gave two yen and got a slice of the dog's thigh and was walking down the street smacking on it with only three teeth in his mouth. And I'm like, this man, the things that's going to happen to them, what the Lord got reserved for them, man, it's going to be a whole nother level. They don't understand all the folly and sin that they have done. Man, the Lord got death waiting on them. They want to call on a dragon. Call on whoever you want. When y'all shall return, call whoever you want. Call dragon. He gonna descale it, skin it down. Call Buddha. He gonna make him lose weight. One slap from his sword, he gonna lose weight right in that instant. Call who the hell you want. You can call the Monkey King. He's supposed to be the most powerful nigga. He gonna knock him half monkey, half human back again, man. Bring whatever you got.
Hey, call
Cause
Jet Li.
call Jet Li. Guess what? Israelite taught him martial arts. Taught all of y'all martial arts. Y'all wouldn't even have known it. Bring the best of the best. Hell, call IP Man back from the dead. He's still gonna get his butt whooped. We
That's
ain't
right.
worried about it.
That's
When
right.
y'all shall return, this whole thing done and over with. Everything that you have done on this earth, guess what? It's gonna get paid back in blood.
That's right.
I yeah.
That's right.
Let me get shit, Isaiah 16:7. No, Isaiah 16:6.
Khan. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 16 and verse 6.
No, matter of fact, just start at 2 and we're gonna read down.
Khan. Verse 2. For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon.
Come
Take counsel, execute judgment, make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcasts, bewray not him that wandereth. Let mine outcasts dwell with thee, Moab, but thou a covert to them from the face of the spoiler. For the extortioner is at an end, the spoiler ceaseth, the oppressors are consumed out of the land.
on. And if you read up, verse 1 says, send ye the lamb to the ruler of the land from Salah to the wilderness unto the mount of the daughter of Zion. So we know this lamb is a Mashiach Yahushua, man. That's
Right.
the lamb that's gonna take down Moab, man. All the rulers, he's gonna spoil them of everything they got. You know what I'm saying?
He's killing all the oppressors. All the
Killing all the
oppressors gotta
oppressors,
die.
consumed out of the land. Hey man, Moab got it coming to him.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be a Moab speaking that yin yang yin yang whatever it is. I don't know what the hell they be saying, but
Cat, dog, and rat, and whatever else. They gonna have to leave their land just like they did from the old days. They gotta do it all over again. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, when we drive the Amorites out and do it in their land.
and when I be in the nail shop with her, when she getting her feet done, I be like, hey, you getting a taste of the kingdom right now, man. The servitude, man. Yeah, hey, prepare thyself. You know what I'm
On
saying?
60 and 8.
And I be messing with her. I be like, because you know they be talking about you. They be like, dong, 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 dong.
Yeah, they be talking.
When I be hearing that, I be like, what the fuck, bro? What kind of language is? Who came up with this? Like it sound like they saying words. It don't even sound like. It sound like sounds coming out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? It don't even sound like real words. That's the crazy part of it. But keep reading now. Keep reading on. Let's just read verse 5 and then read the 7.
Isaiah chapter 16 and verse 5. And in mercy shall the throne be established, and he shall sit upon it in truth in the tabernacle of David, judging and seeking judgment, and hasting righteousness.
Con. This is Mashiach Yahushua, man. He gonna crack the sky, destroy the nations, and he gonna sit on the throne, man. This ain't talking about David. It's talking about the tabernacle of David that's gonna be established
Mm-hmm.
like the times of David was. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be more strict. You know what I'm saying? We got the King of Kings sitting on the throne, man.
Con.
You know, it ain't no playing no games when Hamashiach cracked the sky, man. You know, everything after that is case closed. This is the conclusion of the matter. If you ain't keep the commandments and the faith, you're done.
Right.
You
That's
know,
right. Mm-hmm.
you want to say something up?
Nah. I was just agreeing.
Con. Keep reading for me.
Verse 6. We have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so.
Con, man. Moab so damn proud. They think they're the smartest people in the goddamn world, but
Mm-hmm.
they dumbing than two rocks banging together. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no damn brain. You know, they think they so proud because they probably done made a little robot, you know, the little AI technology.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit gonna do is turn on their ass and kill them. You know, the Most High gonna turn them things like what's that movie with Will Smith in it? Ain't I be forgetting that movie.
I
With the,
Robot.
yeah, our robot. Con. That's how it's gonna be for Moab, man. The robot's gonna turn on them and slaughter them. Gonna
And
turn.
another reason why they got so much pride also is because they feel like uh all the rest of the world's got to look at them with fear, like they the next higher power, not
Con.
knowing that their time is at end. When after Esau fall, ain't no other nation rising up except for the nation of Israel. So that's the difference. But they think if Esau fall, they gonna rise up next because they're the next powerhouse. And then they got them Edomites in their back pocket. You know what I'm saying? At they beck and call because
Con.
everything is being made by them and being distributed by them. So of course they got so much confidence. They feel like they
Con.
got all type of chances. Oh, they make everything. They got the best at everything that they do, and they just got the smartest thing because they got the biggest amount of people in the world. When
Con.
that's just a cripple and a weakness to them.
That's right. That's
I
right.
get
Con.
that.
Con. Keep reading for me up, verse 7.
Con. Verse 7. Therefore shall Moab howl, for Moab every one shall howl. For the foundations of Kaharisheth shall ye mourn. Surely they are stricken.
Con, man. This why they gonna howl, man. They gonna be screaming. They gonna be screaming, Jesus, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. they gonna they gonna know the Lord's name in that day, man. They gonna recognize who is the God of all gods, man. That's why they gonna be howling.
That's right.
They gonna
And
they gonna remember how they treated us, you know,
that's
and how
right.
they still treating our people over there in the land now. You know,
Con.
people for our brothers and sisters that want to escape America and stuff, man. But understand, just because you leave in America is not gonna make a difference. These curses
Right.
are gonna follow you right over there to Saudi Arabia. You
Mm-hmm.
know, wherever you want to go, man. You
That's
know,
right.
I got precept for that.
believe. Con, bring it out.
Get Revelations 1:7. Precept for that.
Con. It's the book of Revelations, or Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so,
All kindreds of the earth are going to wail because of him. When that day that the King and King return, everyone is going to bawl. Everyone's going to cry. Hell, Esau going to be trying to jump off the skyscrapers just so they won't be able to see him, just so they won't be able to stand in that judgment.
that's
And
right.
that day come, they ain't even going to taste death until he gives the death to them. Because
That's
just
right.
like the scripture said, Hamashiach has the keys over life and death, man. He got the keys.
Mm-hmm.
He the one that can give you the option to taste death in that day. So
That's
we gotta
right.
understand, everyone is gonna be doing that. Everyone gonna think they could flee from seeing Christ, but Christ has the last laugh, man, and that's what we supposed to be looking forward to. Him having the last laugh.
That's
Him
right.
putting this nation, this world back in order. Yeah, keep going.
That's what I like.
Con,
Not you, not you. I'm talking about Mike Kala, Slakia.
con.
uh, So let me. I just want to read this one right here, and that'll be it. Then I'm gonna go to the depictions I got too. The Chinese thought the Africans had immense physical strength, and so slaves were mainly forced to engage in hard labor, such as transporting heavy goods on their backs and carrying out ship repairs and dock work. Some also served as gate attendants to their rich owners, perhaps functioning as an unusual living decoration to impress visitors. Aside from a few descriptions, we know nothing about their daily lives, but it is highly likely that they led a harsh existence. As the scholar Don J. Watt points out in The Blacks of Pre-Modern China, there are no records of Chinese owners questioning the morality of enslavement, freeing their slaves, or inquiring into their physical well-being. Of course, what do you expect? You know, um, this is especially striking when one considers that record keeping was deeply embedded in the culture, especially if an event was out of the ordinary. Watt concludes that the Chinese system of enslavement of Africans was just as oppressive and cruel as slavery in the 19th century United States. I bet it was 10 times worse than
Hmm.
America, man. We well, yeah, it was probably worse than America, man, because like you say, a lot of kids was came up missing, man. A lot of kids came up missing. Won't know where the kids at. You know what I'm saying? Not let
Mm-hmm.
alone the brothers that helped build the wall. You know what I'm saying? What happened to them brothers? Like they said, China is good at record keeping. It's a thing that they did, man. So where's the records? It should be some type of records out here. You know, but
Con.
like they say, put it in the book, and a nigga ain't gonna read it.
Right.
You know, but
They don't even like reading on their phone, and they have phone in their hand all day.
yeah, for real. They just want to hear it. They don't want to read it.
Right.
That's why Paul said what he said in Romans 2:13.
Mm-hmm. Be ye doers of the law. Be not hearers, but doers of the law.
Con, definitely gotta be. Don't be a Christian just hearing it and don't do it. Oh no. Christ took away that. He took away all that.
Prove it.
All right. So I'm finna share my screen again
Con.
with some you know, just Conlan slavery. Let's see.
What is that? Conlon slave trade?
Yeah, yeah. This is from the Tan Sakai clay figure from Tang Dynasty, 660 CE, found at Zhang Rintang's tomb.
Mm.
Let's see who Zhang Rente is.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I had clicked back and loaded up.
Take a second.
That show you got to have a little bit of patience.
Uh-huh.
So here we have a Ching who is supposed to be Zhang ruler in China. And I don't know who took that picture, but boy, they need to try again.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what these other pictures is. Okay, probably a Chinese warrior. Look like a Chinese warrior. Camels. Look like a sister soldier right there. Let's see. I really can't make that stuff out, but you see the depiction was kind of a fair, dark skinned sister. But this is Zing from where this statue was found. Zing Rente's tomb. So this was buried with him in his tomb, currently housed in Shangzi History Museum. So this is stuff when you go to China. If you go to China, which I know a lot of brothers I ain't trying to go over there, but if you do go over there, try to hit this history museum. You can find that artifact. Then you have this one, a clay figure from the Tang Dynasty, and the same museum. This clay figure is dark skinned with wavy hair. However, the clothes are different, being in the toga style, falling down from the top. The irregular U-shaped folds of the brick colored cloths. The left arm by the waist, and although the right arm is severed, it would have been held up. So they say it wasn't no slaves in Negroes in China. You sadly mistaken, man.
Scattered.
I'm telling you, if it ain't no Negroes in China, you're crazy, man.
Yeah,
You need to think again.
Man.
Like the Most High said, man, you gonna scatter us abroad. Painted pottery, black figure, Tang Dynasty, 618 to 900 to 907 CE, excavated. So, see, this one ain't even got no dark complexion, but you know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Woolly hair. You see that woolly hair, man? Come on now. Ain't no damn Chink got no hair like this.
You can't use one of these. So
right.
Yeah, man. Ain't no Chink using no pick.
All right, you're using that nasty orange comb, but you put your whole palm on. And you
straight
so that was a few artifacts. That was a few artifacts there. And that's in this is called Kunlun and Kunlun slaves as Buddhist in the eyes of the Tang Chinese. So these really they depicted these as the Buddha as Buddhists. So
Buddhist.
really, so so what I'm thinking is that the name Buddhist goes a little deeper than just a religion, as it is in modern terms now. And this is from King Hee-jong, Sogang University, Seoul, Korea.
Oh
Amen.
yeah, that's the capital of that South Korea.
Seoul.
Yes.
Yeah.
CO. Yeah.
He did some good work over here, man.
Hmm.
Um, let me go to something else. I wanted to pull this one up and show y'all this one. Now you remember they said it was slaves carrying people's stuff.
Right.
Come.
In that article I had read. Just supposedly happened, man. You got a dark skinned brother carrying these chink stuff, man. What's going on with this? China got some explaining to do, man. What happened? You telling me that ain't no brother? You know, really hell, man.
Right.
Big nose, lips, with these ugly chink bastards.
Got red lipstick on.
Carrying these stuff. And you could tell he's
Man.
a slave. You could tell he's a slave because look at the wardrobe he got on and look at the wardrobe they got on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you tell the difference. They had to be some type of wealthy family.
You can tell by his jawbone line too.
Exactly.
We got our whole facial features is just distinct.
Yeah, you got that round, strong jawbone by the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Why they got that weak slanted jawbone? You
Right.
hit that boy. Oh, that's gonna break right there. Oh, that's gonna break. Let me see if I can go back.
They stripped him from his heritage. They took the beard off and everything, man.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Yeah, man. He ain't got no beard or nothing.
Yeah, that's why that jawline sticks out.
Let me just pull up my whole file thing. I had saved a few things on here. I don't know if y'all can see that picture. Nah, y'all can't see that picture. Wait. Oh, I gotta do it like this then.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. All praise to the Most High, man. He's doing all things.
Come on, man. It's gonna get revealed one way or another.
It shows you exactly when you look at these nations how they look down on us, but at the same time they know we better than them in everything we do. So it's kind of like that's why they treat us the way they treat us, and it makes sense because it's all good. All praise to the Most High because they did it to our Messiah first, so he's showing us an example. That's a beautiful thing when I go to work and they look down on me as much as they try to be all cool with me, but you can see the phony and they smile and you can tell they talk behind your back because they speak that wicked language that come out of their mouth that doesn't make no sense. And then you realize that at the end of the day, you're what they're talking about. But it's a beautiful thing because I feel like, man, give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, man, because it's good that it shows us like, man, we better than them, man. We're the most beautiful, talented people that build this whole nation for them. They can't live without us.
That's right.
It's a beautiful thing. So I'm glad we get looked down on in this wicked plantation that's about to be destroyed anyway.
Man. Hey, like Hamashiach said, man, the kingdom of heaven is now, man. It's coming.
That's right.
Hey. Yeah, if it ain't round the corner, it's round the corner. You feel me?
Yeah.
somewhere
it,
around there.
it's
Yeah,
coming.
it's too many prophecies fulfilling right now, boy.
Yeah, it's too much. You can see the time is
Con,
ticking.
that's facts, man.
That's right.
Yep. They know what's good. Our
Con,
enemies know
so
what's up. That's why they bugging out.
Um,
uh, I'm just
You
looking
let's
up the
keep that.
word Buddhist. Salakia. I'm just
No, no. Good.
looking up the word Buddhist because I mean the modern word we know of Buddhist now is like a religion, but when I researched
That J
slavery
right
in
there.
China,
Is that J right
yeah,
there in the middle?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on. All right. That circle. All right. I couldn't see what it was.
Oh shit. I don't know what they are. They
That's
look like men or women. They look like both.
right.
Like they want to be some trannies or something. Salakia.
Yeah,
like
Transform.
it was part of Moabite custom, Chinese custom to dress like women.
Con. When I discovered this picture, it said it was a Kunlun. Kunlun is dark skinned, black, in front of 4 Buddhists. So these is Buddhists. So what I'm thinking is Buddhist is a title of rulership back in the ancient days.
Right.
Because these is 4 Buddhists and how they dressed and how they look, it looked like they was some type of royalty.
Right.
Riding on top of a lion, and the Negro obviously walking the lion for, I don't know why. Hey, he in slavery, man. This what they had our people doing, man. Slave work, man. Ain't nobody treating their brother good. They probably fed them to the lions once they got to the destination.
Tom.
But hey, this the things our people was doing, man. That's why Moab got to pay too.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? The prophecy of Moab howling and screaming like a little beep is gonna come to pass, man.
Right. That's right.
Hey, got no choice, man.
That's the scriptures I said.
Con. Thus said the Lord, man.
Con. That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
I think I
Lord, that's
got
right.
a few more. That's the one I was looking for. Nah, that ain't it.
Con. All praises, man.
We just marinate on that picture for a little bit.
Right. I'm just looking. I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, dang. I wonder some of the. I gotta
What do you
zoom
call
in
it?
on my.
Working and entertain their lifestyle.
Yeah, man. Just like America, man. That's
Yeah.
why the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun, man. We was slaving everywhere, man.
Why
It
they got
ain't
to start being entertainers to these so-called these nations, man. These days are over, man. It's like can't be playing basketball for the rest of your life and making movies and trying to entertain them so they can laugh in our face, man. So it's best for us to realize that bros like us, they ain't trying to entertain them. We just trying to bring the truth out so we can show them what time is it. That's
That's
it.
right. That's right.
yeah, man. That's
Not
why they
entertain,
they
not gonna
really don't
entertain
want
white no more. We're done.
con. They really don't want to deal with us, man, because they know we gonna bring out them facts.
Yeah.
Gone.
Hey, man.
As soon as they see you with that Bible, oh no, no, no.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
they see with the Bible, they see with the fringes. They already know what
Oh
time it is. They're looking at us 24/7.
They
Yeah.
gonna they gonna run the other way, man.
What is
They not.
that? That looks nice, man. What religion are you? Don't worry about it, man. It ain't for you anyway.
Right. That's right. And it ain't no religion.
Ain't no religion. You know, first of all, you can check us out on the highways and byways. Stay tuned, man. If you want
That's
to log in, find out, look at Hebrew Israelites. You see brothers like us in the street corners, man. Ain't no secret.
Con. That's right.
I'll be telling these heathens every day when they ask me once in the blues, like,
Mm-hmm.
find corners, born.
Mm-hmm.
So check all our brothers out, man. Ain't no secret, man.
That's right.
Man.
Right from the cops, from the everybody. They know what's up, man. I don't make it no secret, man. I walk right through everybody with that. Said brother said, I'm a king.
Right.
I'm
Right.
a king, man. You better respect your future king master, man, when that time comes.
Right.
They don't know, man, when that time comes. Every brother's gonna have that slave.
Man, these people.
Yeah, man.
Gonna
You
be
know,
crazy.
that's why dang. that's definitely why they don't want to deal with the elders. You know, they don't want to deal with no brothers on the streets. Hey man, that's from what I've heard. The last time they was brothers was like on a big podcast show, they stopped that from happening. They banned us from all kind of podcasts is like, let's say like Steve Harvey show or something. You can't even get on there with the Bible or nothing and bring nothing out because, you know, obviously that's gonna help wake up the people and they're not trying to do that. So
Yeah.
once they you know, like if you look up the Montel Williams show, stuff like that.
Make that cut.
After that, when they stopped bringing Israelites up, according, and that was a direct order from the little hat people. So
Crazy, man.
Down.
Gotta see in it, but the thing is crazy is Moab been scared of us. You know what I'm saying? Like they right now they ain't because they know we ain't followed. They know majority of our people ain't following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Plus they don't read the scriptures. You know, but now that this great awakening is happening, you know, our people is really waking up at a high rate every day. It's somebody being told this truth and coming in. You know, they've been afraid of us, as I say in Numbers the 22nd chapter, man. And that's the reason why they try to curse us. And that's the reason why they call us proverbs and bywords. They still had that hatred towards us from when our forefathers was going into their land and taking over. You know, they still had that hatred towards us. You know, so when they got their chance to rule, you see what they do. You see these pictures, man. You know.
Yeah, let me pull this up. I came across
You saw in Jacob. That's the war right there.
All right.
Petrus, hatred. You see it in a spirit, man. They always had that.
And yeah, they still like that today. Even when you
Yep.
either shop in one of their stores. Like I went to the restaurant with Moab on it, man. They was trying to. This was a while back, man. They try to. I'm in there ordering, and the waitress trying to hurry up. And you done? You done? Like they don't even want you. They don't. If it wasn't for your money, they wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want to be. They don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? They literally look at you like you're the scum. Like look at us like we're the scum of the earth.
Yeah, I get that a lot too, man. At the job, working construction, I can see they look at me with a dirty look when I go into their house. And I'm like, damn, I'm the one that built the platform with all these other brothers, and you just look at me like, and it's beautiful, man, because I'm like, you get intimidated because you know who we are. That's what it is.
Right.
They got that. They got that feminist face, and I'm the man
Right.
coming in that room with a beard. So you get intimidated, so you have to look the other way. You can't look at me in a straight face, you know.
Right. That's right. That's
It's
right.
like I got that
That's right.
face. Guess I got that face that the Most High put on every brother, man. Like I'm ready to just to bust your head wide open when that time comes.
Con. That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's a rap,
What's
man.
that?
What is
All
that?
praises. What's that?
Hold on, let me bring it up.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
Oh, that's
They got
Uh,
the two brothers in underwear only.
what?
yeah,
It looked like they
You
just got the two brothers in underwear only.
gotta zoom that in. I can't see it too good right now. Oh, Con.
Oh
Let's see what's going
man, is them shorts
on.
or just underwear?
yeah,
Uh,
that's all they got. They look like they finna be sold off to this chink right here.
oh wow.
You know, look like they just came fresh off the ship. He bought them probably a month ago, and they just came in. You know, crazy.
Option blocks. Wow.
Yeah, you got different Chinese depictions, man, of our people
Mm-mm-mm.
over there. And y'all can see this full screen.
Uh,
Con.
well, it's not. Well, you can see it. You can see it. Yeah.
Let me see if I can do something different. It said, oh that's yeah. All
There we
right. So right here where it say note of Kunlun people say in the 3rd century, the Chinese historians wrote about the sea coming vessel, the sea-going vessels of the Kunlun, the Malay. The Kunlun were described as short, woolly-haired, dark-skinned people who were expert sailors. The Kunlun vessels were known as Kunlun Pu, with the word Pu being the Kunlun word for ship. So
Hmm.
I would say Kunlun is what I know is dark, so it would probably be dark ships.
go.
The ships of the Kunlun are described as extending to 200 feet in length and standing out of the water up to 20 feet. They were said to be able to hold from 600 to 700 passengers and 10,000 bushels, 900 tons of cargo. Dang.
Wow.
Each ship could sport up to 4 obliquely, obliquely mounted sails. So let's see.
Wow.
They and later the Arabs were not probably the ones providing the Chinese with black slaves. The oldest mention of the Kanlan people were clearly black people from Southeast Asia. Later, a clear African element comes in. First, a doubtful one, but later with convincing evidence. Examples. I don't know what that. I don't know what that. I can't even pronounce these names. Hun Lin and his Chia Ching Yin. When talking about the Kunlun people, there are many races and varieties of them. Thus, there are Zangis, the single character used to write this scene. So they saying the Kunlun people was in different shades, which we know Israel come in different shades of brown, from the lightest hue to the darkest hue. But
Right.
that's it's
It's
just
a
more
rap.
depictions, different artifacts that they found,
Hmm.
which I mean I really don't know what. Well, I know they Jake for sure. They are people for sure with the woolly hair and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out like, was this brother specifically like a slave or because this where Like certain articles that you pull up, they'll say this is like the Buddhists and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm coming to this conclusion. Like Buddhist it's not just a religion. It's like more of a status, a title. Like God is a title,
Mhm.
Yeah.
something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, they left a statue of a Kunlun, right? Probably Ehan 25 to 220 AD. So I mean, even so, after the death of Christ, there was people over there in China, man. This J artifact is in the form of a new youth with curly. What the? Come on, man. A new
Yeah.
youth with curly hair and un-Chinese features, known in Chinese history as a Kunlun slave, meaning a menial from the far west.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. And west of China would be more like Israel area. Israel, man.
Yeah.
The far west. The circular tray is the oil dish of an oil lamp. Hmm. So some type of pedophile made this youth statue of a boy out of jade gems, and
Hmm.
it was a oil lamp. It was a lamp.
It's crazy, bro.
That's
That's wild,
Weird,
bro.
man.
Like,
these
Got a
people
lot of weird
is
statues, man. Wow.
these people is like beyond nasty, bro.
They got a lot of wicked
they got a
idols and
naked baby
pedophile.
as an oil lamp.
What the heck?
Who just
Con,
like
con. So
that's like that's like Jake having a night light with a shape in the shape of an Edomite.
con.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Like,
That don't make no sense at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
so
feel I
it's
feel
another
like
good
I feel like it's a nightmare, man. Just want to wake up from this dream.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
What
be
the
feeling the
hell, man?
same. I be feeling the same way, man.
uh,
You know,
That's
you get up, you're like, oh right, back to the grind. All of a sudden, you're like, back to these crazy heathens, man. Now you know so much about their history. It's like back to the devil's kingdom.
con. Definitely. Man, I'm so that was a conclusion of the Moabite history, man.
uh,
We seen the writings on the wall. You know, you probably can look it up on YouTube. From what I know, it's a brother that actually went in the wall and he was recording. So I'm gonna have to find that video. Probably bring it out next time. Probably make a part two of this. Bring out some more information. But that's the conclusion of the matter, man. And
Um,
again, we nations of kings and priests. And we want to say a Shabbat Shalom to the 12 scattered abroad, man.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom.
shalom.
Shalom.